be seen as from other people, I know what was probably missing in your childhood. And there's 6 social needs that we teach at NCI University. And these are significance, approval, acceptance, intelligence, pity, and power. It's not that I need to be powerful. It's not that I need to be significant or accepted. It's I need people to see that I am. So if you're just in a casual conversation and you hear somebody say, oh yeah, I've been working there for 20 years and still everybody calls me up, even after I retire, they still call me and ask for my advice. That's significance. The pity needs person is one of the most confusing. It's not that they want pity, it's that they want you to understand how bad they had it or how much they went through. And our instinct with a pity person is to say, no, man, it's not that bad. That's not what they want.
How do you quickly spot someone's number one insecurity?
The first thing is you need to spot what they need from other people. If I know what you need to be.
One way to succeed is to abandon your community, okay? But that's high risk. You have to be extremely individualistic to take such a risk. So that's why most people don't do it. Because if you think about it, the safest option for you is to stay within your community. That's what's going to guarantee you the best outcome. But if you choose to abandon your community and just say, you know what, I'm going to go somewhere else and try my luck, that's taking a really high risk, okay? So to succeed, you have to take high risk. So another possibility is war. That traditionally, historically, has been the best mechanism of social mobility. When you go fight a war and you do really well, you get promoted in life. But again, war is high risk because chances are you get killed. Okay? So not just war, but also revolution. The best way, of course, is to marrying up. And that's why, remember in our very first class, we talked about the dating game, right? Where women only want 5 and 4. Okay? The reason why is that 5 and 4 are high status and 3, 2, 1 are low status. So if you're a woman, you don't want to marry into a low status family because your children will be screwed over. Okay? Your best option is to take a risk, gamble into you want to try to marry into a high status family. Okay? So traditionally, war and marrying up are the 2 major mechanisms of social mobility. In today's world, abandoning community can also lead to success. Okay, basically immigrating to a place that offers more social mobility, which often means the United States. But another way of saying this is you have to get really lucky, guys. Okay, so there's lots of poor people who think that, you know, I succeeded because I worked hard and I'm really talented. Look, I was born poor. I lucked into Yale. Okay, it's luck. You can work as hard as you want, but the chances are against you. And it takes a certain personality, which is you're really individualistic, you're very ambitious, and you have high risk tolerance. Most people don't have that, okay? So yes, there are certain people who, despite their background, they're able to succeed, but that's often the exception to the rule as opposed to the rule itself. One way to succeed.
If I look around this room of Oxford undergraduates,
you are literally deleting
40% of you were
50%.
privately educated in a country in which 7% of students have private educations. 80% of you come from meaningful social and economic privilege. As we heard a moment ago, at my university, Yale, there are more students from the top 1% of the income distribution than from the entire bottom half. Now, my university's admissions process is corrupt, and failures of meritocracy might explain it. But Oxford's is not corrupt. You can't buy a place here. There is no meaningful legacy preference. And yet, nevertheless, you're all rich, and you all come from privileged backgrounds, or almost all. Now, why is that? The reason is straightforward. Famous US baseball player once said, practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. Meritocracy, in fact, is not, as we just heard, that advantage turns on effort and talent. It turns on effort and talent, and one more thing, investment. It turns on how much is invested in developing a child's talent using their own efforts. And the investment that different kinds of children get in meritocratic societies is absolutely enormously different. In the United States, the richest private schools spend over $75,000 per pupil per year on education. Their children in a society in which public schools on average spend about $12,000. In this country, the richest private schools spend over £30,000 a year educating their children. These massive investments produce massive differences in childhood achievement, not because of legacy admissions, but because when you get trained, you get good at things. And the result, therefore, is that a meritocracy, when it works as designed, favors those whose parents are in a position best to invest in them, who have the money, who have the skills, and who have the free energy and space to do so. And believe me, meritocrats give rich parents the ability to do so. If I look around this room of Oxford undergraduates, 40% of you were privately educated in a country in which 7% of students have private educations. 80% of you come from meaningful social and economic privilege. As we heard about achievement. In the United States, the richest private schools spend over $75,000 per pupil per year on educating their children, in a society in which public schools on average spend about $12,000. In this country, the richest private schools spend over £30,000 a year educating their children. These massive investments produce massive differences in childhood achievement, not because of legacy admissions, but because when you get trained, you get good at things. And the result, therefore, is that a meritocracy, when it works as designed, favors those whose parents are in a position best to invest in them, who have the money, who have the skills, and who have the free energy and space to do so. And believe me, meritocrats give rich parents the ability to do so. If I look around this room,
of your progress by making this one mistake. Stop letting gravity do the work for you. You see, muscle growth does not mostly happen when you lift the weight up. It happens when you lower it down. Inside your muscle fibers, there are millions of tiny hooks that grab onto each other, acting like Velcro. When you lift the weight, these hooks work together to shorten the muscle. But when you lower the weight slowly, you force those hooks to hold on for dear life while they are being ripped apart. This tearing process creates the most micro damage, which is exactly what triggers your body to rebuild the muscle stronger. But when you drop the weight fast, those hooks disengage. You lose the tension and you lose the flow.
Lowering the weight under control is important, but not for the reason this AI-generated slob is saying. The idea that the eccentric builds more muscle than the concentric has been floating around for decades, but without even getting into motor unit recruitment or any other mechanistic details, just think about it in simple terms. Your muscles are roughly twice as strong on the eccentric compared to the concentric, so you'll never be challenging them anywhere close to failure on that phase of the lift, and slowing it down by a few seconds doesn't change that. For example, this 2025 meta-analysis looked at 9 different studies comparing slower eccentrics in the 3 to 6 second range to faster ones done in just 1 to 2 seconds, and there was no difference in growth. Slower tempos feel harder because of greater metabolite buildup, which produces more burn, but feeling harder doesn't always equal more muscle. And let's not even get started on the whole micro tears thing, because that's a whole other can of worms. What this clip does get right, though, is that you shouldn't just let the weight free fall. Even if the eccentric only produces a small amount of actual growth, lowering the weight under control is still important to keep your form dialed in, to standardize your reps for accurate progress tracking, and to reduce injury risk. But when it comes to stimulating actual hypertrophy, the concentric is still king. To get your free muscle building and fat loss guide, click the link here.
let's start class. So, let us summarize and review where we are so far in the story. So, there are three major interests, forces that are pushing the United States towards war with Iran. The first is the Israel lobby. Remember that the Israel lobby is composed of both Jewish interests as well as Christian interests, right? Representing the Jewish interest is something called AIPAC. And they have a membership of about 100,000. But they're very wealthy. There are many billionaires in this group. So this group has financial power. In fact, AIPAC is considered the second most powerful lobbying organization in the United States. The first is the pensioners, okay? There's about 30 million of them. And their lobbying organization is the most powerful, but AIPAC is second. But also in the Israel lobby are the Christian Zionists, right? So for example, the organization Christians United for Israel has 7 million people in its membership. So together, Christian Zionists and AIPAC are an extremely powerful force in government, and they want a war in the Middle East in order to advance Israel's interests. Also remember that America is now addicted to empire, because empire represents easy money. All money has to be channeled through the U.S. And so there are many people in the U.S. who just basically make their money by speculating on money. Okay, for example, Wall Street, and that has made Wall Street extremely powerful right now in U.S. politics. And the third force is security threat, because it supports Hezbollah and Hamas. But for Saudi Arabia, Iran represents a threat to its very existence. It must resolve the Iran problem soon. Right? Now, how these three forces manifest themselves is through Trump. Okay, so basically Trump is your champion. And privately, there's a man named Jared Kushner, who is Trump's son-in-law. He's married to Trump's third daughter, Ivanka Trump. Okay? And Jared Kushner happens to be very good friends with both Benjamin Netanyahu, who is the leader of Israel, as well as Mohammed bin Salman, who is the leader of Saudi Arabia. Now, Jared Kushner's father, Charles Kushner, was a very prominent sponsor of AIPAC. In fact, when Benjamin Netanyahu comes to stay in the United States, he lives with the Kushner family. So one night, Benjamin Netanyahu stayed in Jared Kushner's bedroom. Kushner is friendly with MBS, the leader of Saudi Arabia. So friendly that when Jared Kushner started a private equity fund, Saudi Arabia invested $2 billion.
Radiant's bottom tower
So
is under attack.
Jared Kushner, these three forces are able to exert influence on Trump. As we also discussed, it's very likely that Trump will become president of the United States again in November, and he will pick Nikki Haley as his VP. And that means that Nikki Haley will be the one in the Trump White House pushing for war against Iran. As we discussed, Nikki Haley makes most of her money from the Israel lobby, okay? The anti-Iran.
Whether you're free to play or whether you're pay to win, the first anniversary
Dyer's
has something
bottom.
for everybody because it will be finally delivering so valuable SSR Select Edition. Incredibly valuable resource is how to, more importantly, how to not spend it. So for those that don't know,
Dyer's top.
this is going to allow you to pick up any card up to the Admire Vega and Matakane Fukukitaru banner. So pretty valuable, and they are going to be coming from two sources. You're going to get one paid one that is going to drop with the second campaign of the anniversary, and then the one which most people are going to be interested in because it's free to play friendly is the one that
Top
starts with
tower
the third
is under
campaign.
attack.
You'll be able to get that by completing all the missions. Now, just like in my select
Dyer's
video,
top
I'm going to go
tower
into the
has
criteria
fallen.
so you can make your own decisions. It's more complicated because you can just run the UMA. However, we don't have to worry about parenting cards or anything like that, so we just want to get the card. Important for me, as long as possible, how useful it is, on where it sits. You generally don't want to be zero LBing a card with this. By that I mean just getting the card just to have it. You generally want to be using these to either take cards to free LB or ideally own you. We have just got access to the Limit Break Crystal, so that is something else to consider, though the Limit Break Crystal is stronger than the Selector Ticket because it can be used on future SSR cards, so make sure you're using your selectors before your crystals on these cards. Now the first card type we're going to talk about today is speed, and we'll just move through them very quickly. Three options that you have: Kiyosan Black, although she's not going to be great in Track Blazer because of her 5% race bone, you still know how that's going to help you win those early races, and that's very important. Track Blazer should also come from 10% race bonus. Make sure that Biko Pegasus, because she is just a blend speed, but he should be thinking about speed-wise, are Soma Maruzen's Top Road, because those are just going to be good cards going forward. And speed cards I don't recommend. Bakushin Speed, she's just a weaker Biko. Mayano, she's got 5 race bonus, which is not really that. Suzuka Speed, just kind of a weak stat stick overall. So for speed cards, those would be my recommendations. As far as stat is, Maestro is an absolutely busted recovery skill, and as time goes on, she is going to get better. Her main weakness in scenario so far is just that energy has been kind of limited, but the new scenarios are going to solve that problem for her, and she is going to scale going to be generally in a strong enough power stat stick, not really that great. I would really recommend you spend it on a power card. There are some stuff like generally Borrow Hire, that's where you're wanting to get Umas down from, because again, don't use this to just get a Delio wedge. It gives you groundwork, which is really nice. We love to get groundwork for free. You know, her gold skill, you can take green positioning from it, so that's some Unity cut, because she just doesn't have scenario link anymore, so she's just a bit too weak. If you want Swinging Maestro, Super Creek is the card that you should be aiming for. That's SSR Gaz card in the game currently. We're also going to be picking up a Smooth game. It's going to be pretty easy for people to build a Guts deck, so if it's 15% race bonus, that's going to be very important to look at. So that is a nice way to pick up that skill on a free-to-play specific. Probably a couple big... Yeah, that's going to be shortly after this video releases, and she's going to have another one much later in the year. We know that how long this video release. So very good to spend your ticket on her. She has 10% race bonus, 50% training scenarios to your deck. Absolutely wonderful. She is going to be an S tier in Track Blazer, and she will be alright afterwards. She really hit the CB if you're like an encloser player. Those like Seokai Teo or Mr. CB, if you're like an encloser player, those are going to be quite powerful, and they might take a slot in your deck instead. Like using Current Chance, she's the third best card in the game, unless sort of idea. It has nice to get speed bonus when you win card, but crappy gold skill, crappy stat stick. Kino Vision's kind of got the same issue where she's just so bad at giving you unit. You can't keep up not being all card category out of the 0% race bonus. It's already been power crept by Riko Kashimoto. Now Riko Kashimoto is going to get power crept in the next scenario by Light Hello. So just don't spend it on a power card. It's really, if you don't have these cards already, it's frustrating, but that's just the way it's going to be. Rico will be alright in Track Blazer, but like I said, she should be getting your, well, this is, and yeah, so that is every card about. Using an Uma if you are going to spend to be pulling on cards, some people are now bought enough copy. What might I select that free, and that saves my selected crystal for something more important.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very method for front runners. Very method for front runners. And then right into the Narita top road and my Vega banner, you will be getting free pulls on that, but set the channel right now, right? And yeah.
Now my enemies pay.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
What happens if I heat up this rubber band? When you heat materials like glass or plastic, the atoms vibrate faster. They get slightly farther apart, and this reduces intermolecular forces. So the material gets weaker. Under tension, it stretches. But when I heat up this rubber band, the opposite happens. It actually pulls more strongly. The rubber band contracts and the weight goes up. So why does this happen? Well, rubber is unlike any other material. It's waterproof. As it's breaking, it actually becomes tougher, and it can stretch up to 10 times its length and bounce back, no worse for wear. These properties have made it essential for modern life. It forms the tubes and seals that carry our gas and water, the belts that drive our motors.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Drow Ranger, we go in silence. Forward. Prepare for battle. Silent as mist. That was my thought. Good enough. My sentiments as well. Yes. Onward. So be it. Very well. 30 seconds to battle. Agreed. Way ahead of you. My bow is drawn. As I expected. So be it. I'm notched, I'm taut, I'm ready to fly. Yes. Agreed. Way ahead of you. My bow is drawn. I thought you'd never ask. I go in silence. I'm under attack. Quiver. That was me. Arrow fly. Good enough.
Wasted. They won't profit from us.
Very well. Forward. Pride of the Drow. Cut a knot with your name. Silent as mist. That was my thought. Yes. My sentiments as well. Agreed. I'm under attack. I go and feel my cold embrace. To battle. The way is good enough. Very well. So be it. Agreed. I go in silence. Death comes silent. Dyer's current has been killed. My bows. Way ahead of you. Onward. You won't. So be it.
Want some pointers?
That was my thought. Very well. My sentiments as well. Feel the secrets of the wood are to battle. Silent as mist.
Only in death is your realized.
Yes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Feel the bite of frost. Way ahead of you. Yes. Very well. It's not time. So be it. Silent as mist. Forward. That was my thought. Good enough. To battle. Top is missing. Agreed. My bow is drawn. My sentiments as well. I go in silence. Onward. Good enough. You'll have to do better than that. I shall.
Your middle tower is under attack.
My bow.
I'm under attack. Onward. Your middle tower is under attack. Very well. Yes. Your fate is sealed. Burn silence. Your middle tower is under attack. Agreed. No. I see it. Silent as mist. So be it. Quiver. That was my thought. Your concentration is under
We
There are
slip
some
into
things you regret to see, such as tomorrow. Forward. My sentiments as well. So be it. Yes. There. I'll cut a notch with your name on it. Silent as mist. That was my thought. Tired. Alone.
You would cry some more.
divine intervention.
How came I here? Forward. Good enough.
Dire structures are fortified.
My bow is strong.
The enemy's middle tower has
Very well.
fallen.
Agreed.
Oh, I'm under attack. I trust everyone is out of sight.
Way ahead of you. I go in silence.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My sentiments as well. Forward. Agreed. That was my thought.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Arrow, fly. Way ahead of you. There's rage. Battle.
What do you expect?
Silence all.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Silent as mist. Death comes silently. Good enough. I go in silence.
All I can give us is a chance.
Attack. I shall nip my enemies. My bow is drawn.
Your top tower is under attack.
Onward. Very well. Bite frost. That was my thought. I go in silence.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Amateur.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Forward.
Bounty.
Feel my cold embrace. So be it. Silent as mist. Good enough. My bow is drawn. My sentiments as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Frost. Way ahead of me. Feel the bite of frost.
Shadows, take us.
Your fate is sealed.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Battle. Your top tower is under attack.
Onward. Allow me death. Death comes silently.
Let's see if that can hit me now.
I go in silence. Aaron, find your top. My time has come. My sentiments as well.
Dire structures are fortified.
Into the fray.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
That was my thought. Good enough. Forward. Feel the bite of frost. My bow is drawn. So be it. Very well. Bite frost. Feel my cold embrace.
Your top tower is under attack.
Agreed.
Your top tower
Way
has
ahead.
fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Feel the frost.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Arrows fly. I'll cut a notch with your name on it. My bow is strung. Yes. Silent as mist. Attack. My bow is drawn. Very well.
Stay silent and move quickly.
I go in silence. So be it. I'll need a hand free for this. Good enough. My sentiments as well. That was my fault. I shame my enemies. Way ahead of you. Onward. Quiver. Agreed. Silent as mist. Very well.
Hidden
Go
even
in
from the
silence.
brightest light.
Forward. To battle. Yes. So be it. Rangers with candy. That was my fault. My sentiments as well. Good enough. There's way. Onward. Arrow, fly.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Way ahead of you. My bow is drawn. Silent as mist. To battle. Onward.
Double damage.
Forward. Silent as mist. Yes.
Raise no hand in anger and you'll pass.
Good enough. Yours That was my thought. My bow is drawn. At last. I go in silence. So be it. Death comes silently. Light, frost. As deep as forest shade. Way ahead. My sentiments as well. My bow is drawn.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Onward. I shall nip my enemies.
Only the wary know thunders.
To battle. Yes. Attack. Feel my cold
Radiant
embrace.
structures are fortified.
That was my thought. So be it.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Way ahead of you. I go in silence. Silent as mist. Manta style. Forward. My sentiments as well. Into the fore. Silent. Good enough. Agreed. I'll cut him off as you make
Maybe I am the princess. Your top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
What's this?
It's time! Your top tower
Go in
has fallen.
silence. Silent as mist. Arrow fly. Very well. My sentiments as well. Way ahead of you. That was my thought. Good enough. Yes. To battle. Quiver. Agreed. So be it. Forward, feel the bite of frost. My bow is drawn. Agreed. Good enough. Yes. Stand and deliver. Silent as mist. My bow is drawn. Brave and mystical light. To battle. That was my thought. I go in forward. Way ahead of you. So be it. My sentiments as well. Arrow, fly. My sentiments as well. That was my thought. I'll take that. I shall meet my enemies.
Invisibility?
Arrow, fly. So be it. Go in silence. Agreed. To battle. Death comes silently. My bow is strung. My bow is drawn. Onward. Forward. Silent as mist. Very well. Good enough. I'm not ready. Yes. So be it. Good enough. Arrow. Find your target. My sentiments as well. Feel the bite of frost. Mine. Battle. Attack.
I know how to survive.
Agreed.
Vanish!
Way ahead of you. Go in silence. Into the field. Your middle tower is under attack. That was my thought. My body, yes. Very well. Onward. Radiant's courier has been killed. Your middle tower is under attack. Feel the frost. Forward. Onward. My bow is drawn. Way ahead of you. Bite, frost. Go in silence. Very well. Feel my cold embrace. Pride of the drow. Good enough. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
Yes. Agreed. I'll cut a notch with your name on it. Silent as mist. Quiver, so be it. Your fate is sealed.
I fear nothing.
That is my fault. Onward. I go in silence. There is rage. That was my thought. Very well. Good enough. Silent as mist. My bow. Your middle tower is under attack. Into the fray. My sentiments as well. I'll take that. Forward. I'll
Only
cut
the
a knot
wary
with your name. Way ahead of you. My sentiments as well. My hands into the fray. That was my thought. Quiver. Yes. Good enough. Way ahead of you. Forward. Feel the bite of frost. Silent as mist. Agreed.
That's what the ancestors give me.
Very well. Onward. What price you pay? Yes. That was my thought.
We slip into shadow.
The battle. I go in silence. Good enough. Feel my very well. I shall not. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Take a few more birds.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
All I can give us is a chance.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Agreed. Forward. My sentiments as well. Silent as mist. The enemy's top tower is fallen. I'm under my head is dry. Too noisy to break from source. Forward. The enemy's middle barrier has fallen. One less enemy now. The enemy's middle barrier has fallen. I go in silence. The enemy's top tower has fallen. Silence is best. The enemy's middle tower now have mega cubes. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
And the tires on our cars, trucks, and planes. Even trains use rubber in their suspension systems. It's a perfectly engineered material, but we didn't invent it. All of our most durable rubber still comes from a single natural source. This tree. It's a source at risk of being wiped out, and if that happens, the results could be devastating.
You're talking about a complete global societal meltdown.
This could be considered a national security issue.
You wouldn't think that we're so dependent on this thing.
Well, we are, and most people don't know that. They're waiting for a disaster to happen.
Make it a habit, 7 minutes of Tai Chi every morning all the way for 1 month. This Monday, we will start the...
Rubber comes from the Brazilian rubber tree. As early as 1600 BC, Mesoamericans cut the bark to release this milky white liquid, now known as latex. They noticed that if they let it dry, it turned into this stretchy, waterproof, solid lump. To see this in person, we sent Veritasium producer and mechanical engineer Henry Van Dyke to the Akron Research and Development Laboratory, where they specialize in all things rubber.
In just all these racks, even though they look solid, they're all flowing right now.
Really?
If you look behind one of these racks, you can see these are actually dripping.
Oh, wow.
They're flowing slower than we can perceive.
Unprocessed rubber is not the rubber we're used to. It slowly flows and can't maintain its shape. So how do you get this weird material in the first place? Well, just underneath the bark are special tube-like cells that carry the latex. Floating around inside are lots of isopentenyl pyrophosphate, or IPP. This is the building block or monomer of rubber. In fact, IPP is found everywhere in nature, including inside you.
Huge amounts of us are dependent upon that little molecule. We make short-chain rubber in our livers. It's called dolichol. You're busily making rubber. You are a rubber factory.
What do you mean? Why am I making rubber?
It's essential for cell membranes.
Special builder enzymes grab these monomers to build this long chain with over 10,000 monomers. They build a polymer. This is rubber.
So I get students to think about, if this is a carbon atom, and then I've got my next carbon atom along the chain next to it, yeah? And then I've got my next carbon atom, how many do we have to make up the whole length of the chain? Well, we've got tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of carbons along the backbone. You start going kilometers in distance from end to end if each atom is the size of this tennis ball.
But the polymers aren't stretched out from end to end like that. Instead, they're all coiled up.
If you imagine the room that I'm in right now, and I had the first ball here in the middle, the chances of the end of the chain leaving this room is quite small.
So after you've dried out the latex, you're left with raw rubber, a jumble of all these polymers. And this is why it's flowing, because over time, all those polymers slowly slide past each other. Now, when you pull on the rubber and let go, it bounces back. So why is this? At room temperature, rubber's polymer chains are constantly vibrating and bumping into each other. And other smaller molecules like air molecules or trapped water molecules also jostle around and bump into the chains. Now, when you stretch rubber, these chains straighten out. But as you're doing this, those chains are still being bombarded by these smaller molecules. So when you release that stress, there's nothing holding those chains aligned anymore. And the constant bombardment from the smaller molecules and the other chains kinks those chains back up. So the rubber snaps back to its original size. And if you heat the rubber up, well then everything is vibrating faster, and so the chains are gonna get kinked up even more, so the rubber pulls back stronger. This is why when you heat up rubber, it shrinks.
Rubber band's fascinating to think that when they're sitting on an old package of papers for a long time, holding those papers together, it's done by a perpetual pounding of the atoms against these chains to hold it, trying to kink them and trying to kink them.
But there's also another reason why rubber is so stretchy. If you zoom in on a chain, you'll see that the monomers are attached to each other on the same side of the double bond. This is called cis attachment, and it affects how the chain folds. On each monomer, there are 3 single bonds that can rotate to be at an angle or in line. But these carbons with 2 hydrogens take up a lot of space, so it's favorable for at least one of these bonds to be at an angle. That makes the polymer wiggle in and out like a folded ribbon. So when you pull on a piece of rubber, first all the polymers line up, but then each chain also unfolds. The wiggle makes rubber extra stretchy. But this state is very rare. All 3 bonds lined up is only one possible arrangement for any monomer. And one polymer usually has thousands of monomers. So after you release the stress, the chain goes from an improbable state, completely aligned, to a more probable one, with wiggles. The chain itself bounces back. This is where rubber gets its elasticity from. So natural rubber straight from the tree is already stretchy. It's also waterproof, since all those chains are just a bunch of carbon and hydrogen atoms, which are hydrophobic. But as we've seen, it eventually loses its shape. Plus, if you stretch it too much, it breaks quite easily. So we need to do more to get the rubber we're used to today. It breaks quite easily. So we need to do more to get the rubber we're used to today. Early Mesoamericans improved the rubber slightly by mixing the latex with juice from the tropical morning glory, a local flower. And they used this to form sandals, bottles, and balls. But for the next 3,000 years, to the rest of the world, rubber was little more than a curiosity. Then, in 1770, a piece of natural latex made its way to English chemist Joseph Priestley. And he took this piece and used it to try to erase pencil marks. He noticed that it easily, quote, rubbed them away. In the following decades, people started exploring other applications. Up until then, people used to waterproof fabric with oil, wax, or tar. But some oils were extremely flammable and prone to spontaneous combustion, and wax or tar would eventually crack with movement. Similarly, there were no real good flexible materials at the time. Leather was the best option, but it had little give. Rubber had the potential to fix all those problems. So for the next 50 years, the use of rubber exploded. Similarly, and wax or tar would eventually crack with movement. Similarly, there were no real good flexible materials at the time. Leather was the best option, but it had little give. Rubber had the potential to fix all those problems. So for the next 50 years, the use of rubber exploded. In England, people made waterproof clothing. And by the late 1820s, the rubber craze hit the US when everyone wanted their own pair of Brazilian waterproof boots. Factories sprang up all across the country to make new rubber products, including one New England factory called the Roxbury India Rubber Company. In the spring of 1834, things were looking great for the company. The previous fall, they had sold over $20,000 worth of goods, rubber coats, shoes, and the like. But as the summer came round, problems started to emerge.
They used to rubberize the fabric to make it water resistant, which was fine until you sat down on a wooden bench on a hot day and you stuck to it.
Project manager?
Yes, 15 years of experience.
Do you have any AI certifications?
No, but I'm a fast learner.
To battle. My sentiments as well.
30 seconds to rest.
Silent as mist. To battle. Good enough. That was my thought. Forward. I'm notched, I'm taut, I'm ready to fly. So be it. Finally. Finally. Onward. I go in silence. My sentiments as well. Very well. My bow is drawn. Bite. I'm under attack. Agreed.
I think so.
Way ahead of you. Feel the frost. Now. Onward. Good enough. That was my thought.
Has been spilled.
Your fate is sealed. Very well. To battle. Uh-huh. Way ahead. Feel my cold embrace.
We got a friend in common.
Yes.
I feel
Forward.
slow.
Arrow. Find your target. Agreed. Silent as mist. My sentiments as well. Go in silence. So be it. I'll just retrieve my arrows. My bow is drawn. Very well. Onward. My bow is drawn. Forward. Please attack! My sentiments as well. Go in silence. Agreed. Into the fray. Silence mist. So be it. Don't you dare. To battle. That was my thought.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes. Can this be?
Wow, Track 6, aren't you the gloomy one?
My bow is drawn. Silence all. Forward. Your money or you're dead. Arrow fly. Way ahead. Onward. Silent as mist. I go in silence. Good enough. My sentiments as well. To come under attack. Silence afflicts thee. Attack. So be it. Weep not for me.
Never good ship.
What's this? Allow me down. To battle.
Illusion!
Death comes silently.
Dire's
I'll take
structures
that.
are fortified.
My sentiments as well. Way ahead of you. Forward. Good enough. I'll cut a notch with your name on it. Agreed. That was my thought. Very well. Feel the bite of frost. So be it. I seal you all in silence. Silent as mist. Arrow, fly.
Double damage!
I go in silence. No trade. My bow is drawn.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes. Onward. I go in silence. Onward. My bow is drawn. My sentiments as well. That was my thought.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'll cut a notch with your name on it.
The beast of all worlds.
Feel the frost. Way ahead of you.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Forward. Feel the black frost. Into the fray. Tastes so sweet. To battle. Yes. So be it. I'm not ready. I go in silence. My sentiments as well. Onward. Not yet. Silence. Amateur. To battle. Arrow, find your target. Way ahead of you. Very well. That was my thought. Feel my cold embrace.
A prize.
Quiver. Agreed. Forward. I thought they warned you not to speak. Fly. Your fate is sealed. Silent as mist. Death
Dire
comes
structures
silently.
are fortified.
Attack. Bite, frost. Arrow, fly. Good enough. Blow it out with a cold wind.
Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower has fallen.
My bow is drawn.
My patience is reaching.
Silent as mist.
Your middle tower is under attack.
What price you pay? Forward. That was my thought. Battle. My sentiments as well. I go in silence. Way ahead of you. Feel the frost. Agreed. Yes. I'll cut a knot with your knife. My bow is drawn. Attack. Very well. Good enough.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Onward. So be it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
My My sentiments as
Your
well.
middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Good enough.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
That was my
Your middle tower is under attack.
onward. Make it drown. Keep you safe. Very well. Silent as mist. Arrow fly. Forward. Way ahead of you. I go in silence. Arrow fodder. Battle. My bow is drawn. To battle. Silent as mist. Death comes silently. Feel my cold embrace, as deep as forest shade. Into the fray. Your fate is sealed. I shall nip my enemies. Yes. Way ahead of you.
Gaia's structures are fortified.
My sentiments as well.
The enemy's middle tower has been
That was my
denied.
thought. Bite, frost. Quiver. I go in silence. Onward. So be it. At last. Very well. Good enough. Taste so sweet. Forward. Good enough.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Forward. That was my thought.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Onward. Arrow, find your target. My time has come. Arrow, fly. So be it. Feel the bite of frost. Way ahead of you. Silent as mist. Agreed. To battle. Very well. Ah, scepter. Bite, frost. My bow is drawn. Pride of the
Your
drow.
top
My
tower is
sentiments
under
as well.
attack.
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
I go in silence. I go in silence. Good enough. I'll cut a notch with your name on it. Intrigue. Forward. Agreed. Feel the bite of frost. That was my thought. Silent as mist.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
So be it. My bow is drawn. Yes. Very well. Onward. Feel my cold embrace. My sentiments as well.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Way ahead of you.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
To battle. I go in silence. That was my
Your middle tower is under attack.
very well. I see what's
River is empty.
Silent as mist. My bow is drawn. Bow is struck. I thought you'd never ask. My sentiments as well. Good enough. Way ahead of you. Quiver. Every little bit counts. So be it. Good enough. Forward. Agreed. My sentiments as well. We go in silence. Onward. I shall nip my enemies. Into the fray. Arrow, fly. There's rage. My bow is drawn.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Your fate is sealed. That was my thought. Silent as mist. To battle. Very well. Feel the frost. Yes. Yes. That was my thought. My bow is drawn. Way ahead of you. Silent as mist. To battle. Agreed. My sentiments as well. Good enough. Onward. I go in silence. Attack. So be it. Top is missing. Very well. Silent as mist. Way ahead of you. Mantis style. Very well. My sentiments as well. Arrow, find your target. Mine. Death comes silently. That was my thought. Cut a notch with your nail. So be it. Forward.
Scream for me.
Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Arrow fodder. Bite, Frost. To battle. Yes. My sentiments as well.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My
Your bottom tower has fallen.
arrow. You hardly knew you. Just as well. Arrow. Find your target. I go in silence. Very well. Yes. That was my thoughts. Agreed. Attack. Feel the final frost. Forward. Onward. So be it. Silent as mist. To battle. Way ahead of you. Good enough. So be it. Silent as mist. Death comes the price you pay. Way ahead of you. Agreed. I seal you all in silence. My sentiments as well. Quiver. My bow is drawn. Arrow, fly. Good enough. To battle. Arrow fodder.
Your middle tower is
Very
under
well.
attack.
Yes. Forward.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Go
fortified.
inside. Your fate is sealed. That was my
Your middle tower has fallen.
agreed. Good enough. That was my thought. Very well. Forward. So be it. Silent as mist. Silent seal you. To battle. Way ahead of you. Onward.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Stand and deliver. My heart feel my cold embrace. Yes. Into the fray. My sentiments is arrow fly. Silent as mist. Attack. My sentiments as well. Very well. Good enough. Silence. Forward.
Here's a blade in your eye.
Go in silence. Bite frost. Onward. My hands is silence.
Dire's turret has been killed. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
That was my thought. Agreed. Yes. The money is dead. At last. Way ahead of you. To battle. Way ahead of you. My sentiments as well. There are some things you weren't meant to see, such as tomorrow. That was my thought. Yes. Agreed.
Did you mean to elude me?
Onward. Arrow, find your target.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire structures are fortified. So be it. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. To battle. Dire structures are fortified.
I shall meet my enemies. My bow is drawn. Silence afflicts thee. Sealed by the frost. Not yet. I go in silence. Good enough. Silence all. Tastes so sweet. Onward. Your fate is sealed. I go in silence. Arrow fly. I'll cut in knots with your name. Very well. Way ahead of you. Quiver. I seal you all in silence. Yes. My sentiments as well. So be it. To battle. Arrow fly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Agreed. Silent as mist. Into the fray. My bow is drawn. And then you can die. Cutting knots with your thanks. Good enough. That was my thought. Very well.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
The drow. Go inside.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Dire structures are fortified.
Feel the bite of frost.
Quiver. The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Silent as mist. Cut a notch with your nails.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Silence all. My bow is drawn. My sentiments as well.